Action.
Trauma. Trauma. Let's start with trauma. Let's start right there.
You said trauma, man. My ears start ringing.
Because it's hard. And when you tell them that it's hard, like I do the best that I can every single day. And I remember like when I first had gotten divorced, we were separated. My oldest cousin, she had passed away. And so I was living in College Station, and my ex-wife was like, time we still married, so I'm gonna bring the babies down there, XYZ, you know what I'm saying? She gave me the runaround. Long story short, I end up I'm in Houston, no sleep, getting my babies, driving back, no sleep, funeral in the morning, and then all of a sudden, bro, I go over there to the after funeral. I don't go to the funeral because I'm tired, I'm sad, I'm angry, all this stuff is going on. I got these little babies with me. Go to the funeral. There was a liquor store, and they had buy a bottle and get another bottle for a penny.
What?
Oh yeah, I had Crown Royal
was
Glass.
This the 90s?
No, hell no. This is not no. This was just a College Station. It was just a beautiful deal. So I had like all the premium liquors. I had top shelf, everything. I had multiple cases of alcohol in my trunk. So I go and ride with my old man. We playing dominoes, we waxing everybody. You got the chessboard set up. We playing dominoes, waxing. And sipping Crown Royal Black, and we kill a whole bottle. We kill a whole bottle. Anyway, I'm driving a 96 Riviera. Oh my God, pristine. Had like 68,000 miles on it. Yeah. It's the 2-door long body coupe, you know what I'm saying? With that
round back.
That 3.8 V6 engine in that joint. Boy, supercharged. Yeah. Love those all.
Yeah,
love those.
The whole deal.
And so I'm trying to go home, but I don't make it home. I think I hit like 5 cars, landed in the median. I hit the median with so much force, the mud was on top of my trunk. And now the impact of the landing, I woke up, boom, snapped out. I looked at my center console. I got a whole thing of gum. I eat some gums. My window blowed out. My windows was big windows on the driver's side, huge windows. Jump out the window. My 2 babies are in the car. My youngest baby don't have no car seat. Brother, I'm going to prison. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm going to prison. Hop out the joint. Somebody called because I hit 4 cars. I don't even know I hit 4 cars until the insurance lets me know that, hey, you done hit 4 cars. I hit 4 cars. I hit 4 cars, hit the median. I hit the side rail, bounced off the side rail, hit the median. I'm hitting lanes, boy. I'm switching both lanes.
You just jump out that boy with nothing.
Hey, I jump out the car. I have the gun in my mouth. Police come. Man, I'm perfect. Every question he asked, perfect. I had a blowout on the back tire, lost control of the vehicle, hit the sidewall, came off the sidewall, clipped a few vehicles. I'm so glad we made it. Man, police officer looking at me like, field sobriety. Man, I passed every field sobriety test flying colors. You hear me? I've been doing this drinking thing for a very long time. All right? I know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And so this gentleman, he gives me a ticket for failure to maintain lane. Me and my babies go home. But after that, I don't play no drinking and driving. Yeah. I don't play that. Yeah. Because I saw not only my life with my children's lives all flash. And I can't blame alcohol, but the situation was hard. My big cousin just died. I'm at a funeral. I'm fighting with my wife. I'm trying to, you hear me? I'm trying to do a whole lot.
Find some peace.
I'm trying to do everything at one time, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play chess, and the world is trying to play with me, and I'm like, man, I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Now, I'll tell you about that time I broke my window light in my dually.
Tell me.
So, I'm driving trucks. I had the hot shot company or whatever. We driving whatever. I'm in Florida, and in Florida, it's late, so I'm trying to find somewhere to park. I found somewhere to park. Okay, cool. I know I'm not supposed to park there, but people park there. It's like one of those situations, right?
Right.
So I bag in, I'm good. Lay down, stretch out across the front seat. Something beat on my window. Boom, 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 boom. Automatically, I jump up, cuss the dude out. Get away from my window. I punch the window. Boom. I really don't think I punched the window. I think I just tapped the window.
You're asleep in your vehicle.
The whole window shattered.
That was a brand new truck, too. Good glass.
So I'm still like, so when I do it, I'm like, man, get away from my window, man. You made me. You done made me.
Who was this and what did he want?
I guess he was a store attendant.
Oh no, he's trying to say you couldn't be there or something.
Right. So I'm just like, man, get away from me. You got all these other trucks parked like this. You gonna come over here? I don't care what you talking about. I'm not moving. Matter of fact, my truck on. I'm not parked. Chill out. So after that, now I dropped the load, and now I gotta go back to Texas.
Right.
Because I can't do loads with I ain't talking about crack.
Shattered.
I'm saying shattered all the way through. I can't see anything out of it. I can't see nothing out of it. So I gotta go back to Texas to get this fixed.
You a big strong man. You don't want to say it. I'll say it. Oh, Mr. Humble. All right, big strong man. You gonna punch out glass and everything like this here?
Nah, but hold on. So I had
you
to think about it.
You ain't had no blood or nothing like that? You ain't cut your hand nothing like
nothing.
that?
It was a quick. It wasn't even it was just like a, hey man.
Hey, I'm tired of you humble bragging all the time. You should have said, man, I threw a 1-inch punch so fast that I broke my window and I ain't even cut myself. That's how.
Man, look, whatever. However you want to put it, that's what happened.
So lightning.
So then, as I'm driving back to Texas with this broken glass, looking stupid, hoping not to get pulled over by DOT.
So you riding? So man, it's loud in that cab.
I got DOT.
No, I'm saying why you could be the wind coming in.
Yeah, I can hear the wind coming through the crack because
you had to close the other door because it was loud.
No,
the window.
No, all the windows are up.
You said it wasn't like broken.
It wasn't broke down. It was just shattered. Okay. It just stayed together, but it was shattered. Yeah. So I'm like, okay,
cool.
Glass. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just thinking about it, and as I'm driving, thinking about it, I said, I don't like people coming to my window. One time, dude came to my window. I was sitting in the drive-through at McDonald's. At Burger King. Really didn't want to go there because I really wasn't eating that stuff. But it was late. I was hungry. I wanted some fries. Dude walked up to my truck, and as he knocked on the window, it's like 12 o'clock. So I'm like, hold on. I'll roll the window down. Hey man, don't do that.
Oh, you drew down on him?
Yes. Then I say, okay. So I had to think. I'm thinking about these incidents.
I'm like, number one, why you at my personal space? Number one, like I don't want nobody coming to my door or anything like that. Just I was doing this for one day. I was working with this company and we was on door-to-door sales. They wanted to do a past dusk in a upscale white neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Man, a gentleman opened up that door with that smooth 1911 Colt 45. Dropped dead at me. I said,
"Oh yeah, my property."
Yeah. Why you playing?
Right. So
no, he talked to me for probably 30 minutes. Asked me white and black questions about the race relations in America.
Why are you at home on that? Hey. Why is somebody at home? I answer my door. I don't know you, and I'm saying, "Hey, what's going on with the race relations?"
You know why? Honestly, from his perspective, he doesn't live around no black people. He probably don't work with no black people. And so to actually meet a black person, have a conversation with a black person.
Oh, he was actually scared that you knocked on the door.
This is a brand new experience.
Why is this black dude on my... That's a whole nother conversation.
Once he started talking to me, I started talking to him, just running whatever I was running with him. You know, because it was like an Obamacare program.
Now, if you would have pulled a gun on him and you would have did that, how would you think that?
I'm on his property, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you was on your property, you did that to this Caucasian fella,
right?
How do you think that would have went?
You're a creator just like me. I wanted to get this idea. I want everyone to steal this idea. There was a young man in Rice Village. His father was a baseball player. His wife was white, and he got pulled over in front of his house.
Yes,
and then the officer tried to tell his wife, tell his mother, go back in the house. He defends his mom. He gets shot, right?
Right. Yes.
He get popped,
and he sued them too. The Bel Air police.
I wanted to rewrite that story in a hypothetical way. I'm probably still gonna rewrite this story. I wanted to do it the exact same story. Black professional athlete, white wife, black son. They shoot their son, go to the door, and the mama unloads through the door and knocks off both police officers. And I want to know how freedom works in America. You just knocked off my innocent son.
Can't play baseball no more. He had a scholarship and everything.
I just want America to discuss how in the world do we deal with privacy rights, huh? When you betray the citizenship that I have, how can I retaliate? Right. When you come to me, I'm here to protect and serve. Yeah, you just served my son a casket.
We talking about trauma. Trauma, right?
This really happened, though. It's based on a true story.
I know, but it's still trauma. Yes, that's where trauma comes from real incidents that really happen in your life that's really important, right?
Yeah.
So, besides that, I'm on my way back to Texas. I say, man, why I be tripping out when people be texting? Because even when I was a kid, had a big window, they knock on it. Hey, man, hey. Don't knock on my window.
You say trauma, don't you think that it's possible? It's a natural defense mechanism. Like I grew up. When I say I grew up, I mean the human being grew up in a world with big predators. Right, our early ancestors, they had to deal with big cats, big wolves, and so whenever you heard something startle you, man, you was on guard because my life depends on it.
Right, but where it come from? So now the mindset,
Instinct.
that's what I'm.
Instinct.
Not necessarily. Well, yeah, it's instinct. You can create your instincts also.
Being aware is an instinct.
Right. So I'm thinking like,
you've been to the penitentiary. You've been to.
But this is before then.
I
was like that before.
And you grew up in the hood.
But besides that, personal stuff too.
Gunshots and loud train, because we live by the train tracks.
Right.
The train tracks put me to sleep. Gunshots were comforting. This is my upbringing.
Yeah, if you don't jump or nothing, it just becomes
normal.
It's not normal. It's not.
For some people, it's not. No. For me, it is.
For you, it is, but it's not normal.
But I respond to that the way that you respond to that. What do you want, and why do you want?
So hold on, let me bag all the way up. When I was about I might have been 4, 5, 6, somewhere up in there, small. Yeah. G.I. Joe, you remember G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was like G.I. Joe and Thundercats. Right. They used to come on right behind each other.
Yeah.
So
at a point in time in America where we still promoted masculinity.
Right. So I'm watching. I'm looking in the backyard. We had this big patio window. I see somebody run by.
That's a callback.
I see somebody run by. I'm like, what? What is that? Look at that G.I. Joe. They got on vests. They got all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Huh? No, so they got on all kind of stuff. They got the.
I tell you to slow down to say you hit every room. We got 3 cameras, 3 microphones. That's what I'm telling you.
No, right. So we got these big vests. They got these big vests on. They got these AR. I don't even know what they call it at the time. I just know that they G.I. Joe gun. That's all I know. They G.I. Joe gun. So
military style weapons as a child. That's what you see
in my backyard.
Right.
So I think they're cartoon characters.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Hey man, look at the G.I. Joe. My daddy, he say, boy, if he don't sit down, 9 times out of 10, he was high. I don't know. R.I.P. But 9 times out of 10, he was high. So he's like, man, hey, man, sit down. You tripping. He just being a daddy. He like, man, you tripping. So then he run by another window. We do it again. I see the shadow. I say, man, go to G.I. Joe.
That's another callback. Keep going.
So I'm looking at the, I said, that's another G.I. Joe. He say,
what happens?
Boy, if you don't sit down, next thing you know, they kick in the door. Bam! Boom! When they kick in the door, they don't care about no kids. They don't care about no women. They don't care about none of that.
Lay down.
Everybody. They say, but he just this old. We don't give a damn.
You got to tell them why they're there. What's happening? What's going on?
They there because they looking for my grandfather, right? They looking for my grandfather. So they mistake my uncle for my grandfather.
Right.
Now, the whole layout, not really sure. But what I do know that happened, and that's why I don't like nobody tapping on my window. Like, don't tap on my window. It just irks me. That was my justification.
That's your direct connection to it. I think in general, most people, if you knock on my window, if I'm trying to get some rest, if you disturb my peace, if you disturb my sleep, I'm going to respond in a way where I'm not too happy.
Right.
That's money calling, brother.
No, it's not.
You know who's calling?
I'm sure. It's
it could be money calling.
It's real time.
We live.
Ooh, it is.
You got to call money back, man. This is money too. We trying to go get it. I like because you gave me 2 callbacks in that situation. Number one, when you said that your father was probably under some type of intoxication.
Surely.
I think that's a natural response. When you tell me about your dad, you tell me how your dad was creative, like, and every generation is different. And in their generation, they didn't really promote creativity. It was like, you gotta be productive. You gotta go into the workforce and you gotta produce. I think for us, they told our generation, millennials specifically, maybe Gen X, that you could do anything. You could be anything. You could be an astronaut. You could be the president. But I think the generation before us, like my father's generation, it was a very rigid, very stern generation. Men weren't allowed to have emotions. Men weren't allowed to like share their feelings. It was, hey, I don't care what you're going through and how you're going through it. You got to get through it. And I think that any type of substance abuse, because there's a lot of substance abuse in my family. I deal with substance abuse. My first story was about substance abuse. And with that understanding, I know that, man, trying to deal with it, if I go to the doctor, he gonna give me some Zoloft. You know what I mean? He gonna give me some Prozac or something. Where I'm from, it's more expensive to go to the doctor than it is to go to the dope man.
Yeah, I mean, I think you had a right to self-medicate. Because, like, I don't see the difference between your ulcers or your kidney getting blown out by taking something that's bothering you to taking a pill that's supposed to suppress the problem that you have mentally or in any other place. But your heart shouldn't be blown or your kidney shouldn't be kicked. I think you should just go with the motions if that's the case. Because you're gonna get the same outcome.
You start talking about like high level, like right now, I know universal health care is a big topic in America because poor people, we be suffering, we having toothaches, we be having body aches and pains, and we still got to go to work every day. We don't have no national, federal vacation time, no sick days on a federal level. We ain't got no health care on a federal level, and so being sick be bankrupted us. We don't even.
We worried about bills, but we sick.
Ibuprofen, it destroys your liver. Acetaminophen, it destroys your liver. So the same way they talking about alcohol, man, I'm taking ibuprofen just to go to work every single day to get through the day. Like these are things. Being poor is a market in America, and number one, first I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. I appreciate you. You didn't even like ask no questions or be judgmental when I said about my tragic accident. That was a life-changing event for me, and that was a wake-up call to say that just because I have the ability to drink and drive doesn't mean that I should drink and drive. Every time I do it, I'm putting my life at risk. I'm putting my children's lives at risk. I'm putting other people's lives at risk, and I'm so thankful that there was no fatalities in this situation. I'm overstressed, I'm overworked, and I'm trying to cope, and I can't afford a doctor, and this is the plight of so many people, and you can't even say it out loud.
I hate that that's normal.
It's reality for a lot of folks.
I hate that it's normal, man. It's normal. So when I say that it's normal, it's like we have a numbness to it. Like, oh man, he's just going, But that's not how it should go. Should be some sincerity there.
I think that I'm a sociologist by nature. God made me to just watch over people and say, how can I help these people? That's my goal in life, is to help other folks. And so when I see there's a market on poverty, I want to defeat poverty. And the only way that I can live understood in poverty is to be poor. To live amongst the people, to understand the people, to know that if I get a flat tire, man, it's not only can I not make it to work, I might be able to feed my family this week.
Black Jesus.
Tell me about Black Jesus. Call on him. Pray upon him.
Won't he do it?
He hangs on the wall in the Black House. It's Black Jesus next to Obama.
Yeah.
And right now we're looking for deliverance, but the deliverance comes in men of our caliber to speak out against these types of atrocities. When I say atrocities,
to ignite something in their soul, to ignite some kind of consciousness, to say, you know what, I need to get off I need to do this, I need to do that. Let me go on. What if I don't want to die and say, man, I didn't try, I should have did this. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like.
You built a transportation company because you understand that in America, number one, that's an industry. Number two, independence and entrepreneurship is a way to escape this thing. When we ride up and down MLK and Cullen and Isaac Hayes, he had a song, it was called Soulville, right? And he was explaining the plight of black men. Black man born free, at least that's how it's supposed to be. At least that's how it's supposed to be. And when I start talking about the plight of the black man, knowing that they built an entire economy off of black poverty, from MLK to Cullen, all to Scott, up and down, man, you see liquor store, dispensary, wig shop. There ain't no hospital, ain't no grocery store. We don't have the basic necessities of a community. And when I say it out loud, they tell me I don't care about that. But I care about that. I care about these people.
But you can go 20 minutes down the way, 20 minutes on the freeway or whatever. You pull up in any community, humble, Kingwood.
Over here
Sugarland.
It's Pearland specifically.
Pearland. What else? Just any surrounding. All of those have.
They have an ER.
Hospitals. Yeah,
they have an ER,
like a whole deal.
They got a Kroger. They got an HEB, and the Kroger and the HEB is like this
and
here.
What's crazy?
And they got a Walmart, which is right here.
Those neighborhoods haven't been there longer than Southport, Fifth Ward, Trinity Garden, all those inner city. They were there longer. So how do you skip over the inner city and go to the outskirts and build everything that they need, and they don't have it in the inner? That's weird.
It's not even weird, man. This is pure economics. Like, we don't control no industries. When we do have independent businesses, we don't employ 100 or more people so that we can really develop communities. And so when I say this out loud, you say, then do it. Man, we were having this conversation in the car, talking about there was a tier system. In our tier system, to go buy a car, Bank of America loans some local car dealership $40 million at 3% interest. They take that $40 million and they hit everybody in the community no less than 18% interest. If you got you got moderately decent, it's 18% interest, all the way up to 24% interest. Then they tack on the gap insurance. What I'm describing right now is the black tax, right? You need transportation to go to work and to go to the hospital, just basic necessity. Then all of a sudden they take a car that costs $10,000 and sell it to you for $28,000 with interest and all the other stuff they add on top of it. Now you're paying the same price for a B and C class, and that whole break down on you in 6 months. That's systemic. That's Bank of America knowing that you're going to do predatory lending, and we support that. That's the city planners knowing they ain't got no grocery store, so they finna go to the liquor store because how else? Because they ain't got no pharmacy. How else you supposed to deal with this? If they do have a pharmacy,
but they got a clothing store though.
Man, what's the name of it? It's like the urban. It's the urban trends. City Trends. City Trends and City Gear.
They gonna have one of them. Cause why? Ninjas gonna party.
Cause you gonna suffer in style.
Say, man. I mean, that's our mindset.
You gonna suffer in style, man.
That's our mindset. That's where we at.
I see these beautiful people and they're living in Soulville, and then they say DEI. Number one, those programs, affirmative action, DEI, they don't benefit black folks. A white woman is a minority in America. This is a fact. Everybody is a minority in America as long as you're not a heterosexual white male. This is a fact. Affirmative action, if you're a homosexual white male, it benefits you. DEI, if you're a homosexual white male, it benefits you. If you're a white woman, it benefits you. If you're a black male, it benefits you. If you're a veteran, if you're a prisoner, all these things, they benefit you except for the white male. And I'm like, yo, you don't think these people want to push back at some point in time? That's number one. Number two, these programs weren't designed for people like me and you. Even though that we're included in the DEI and affirmative action numbers, our group, black men, felons incarcerated in America, do not benefit from these programs. We're like last on the list. First on the list is going to be a white woman. Second on the list is going to be an immigrant.
I'm going to tell you
Third on the list is going to be a black woman.
I didn't even know that existed. So, because I'm thinking about all the times that I filled out an application and went in and, you a felon. We not... Oh, one time I get a phone call. Hey, we're going to hire you. Can you come up here? I'm like, yeah. Like, okay, I ain't got no car, but I'll be there. Mind you, it's about 10 streets away. 10. And I ain't tell you where I'm running to yet. But I said, I'm beat up. So I'm jogging. I'm running a Dollar General, Dollar Store or whatever, right? Yeah. I get there. She say, baby, I'm so sorry.
What she tell you? What she tell you?
We can't hire you because you have a felon.
Hey, man.
I told her, I say, I wasn't upset. I just smirked. I say, you know what? No, she say, why you not mad? Like, what's going on? I'm sorry. Why you not? I say, cause I know I'm gonna get something better. If it was meant for me to be here, then you would give me the job. But it's not meant for me to be here. And shortly after that, I became a welder.
I understand. Man, when you say that, you became a welder. Number one, most people don't have your spirit, your resilience to say that this is hard, I'm going to fight back. because they start whipping on you and stomping on you as a man in America. You're like, dang, how in the hell can I defend myself? What tools do I have to protect myself against a system that says
you get numb after being stumped so long though. So now as they doing all that, I'm just like, I'm getting up. Like I ain't trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear it.
You said
I'm numb now.
I think that you miss the fact that you're a big strong man. You just skip over that. Like that's a privilege, that's a blessing all in one. And it's the same with me. When I look at people who are trying to be nasty to me, my heart doesn't say I want these people to apologize to me or please be nice to me. Hell no. I want to become as powerful as possible so that I can defend myself. So I can say that you ain't finna behave like this to me no more. And I started at sometimes we drink to escape or whatever the intoxication is because we're battling real life events. And I just want to say, when I'm working with you to see how you have built, I know that we can win. We gotta keep going, bro.
The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.